Hello, listeners. Welcome to another It's Alive actual play with our friends Greenbox Gaming. We're going to be continuing the Hellhole.
Hello.
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 So, let's give a little quick recap of what happened last time.
Oh,
I've been in
allow
Budapest,
me.
so yeah, I don't.
It's been
I don't remember anything before
It's
that.
been, what, 2 weeks?
It's been 2 weeks. It's been a minute. No, allow me. As I step back into the unfortunate skin of Petrov. So last time, our last two sessions that we had, Petrov, after being snatched by the exterminator, found himself in a strange, weird, otherworldly concrete space where a bunch of really nasty stuff happened to him. It was not well. Yeah, it was not good. He got snatched. He got to see this exterminator figure who seems like a bit of an. I'm gonna be real. I'm just gonna call it like I see it. He seems like a weird guy. I think he's a weird guy. I think he's got a lot going on. These other three, that would be Agent Nathan, Agent O'Leary, and Agent Opal, came after Petrov. Witnessed some weird mural with a green dragon and a fentanyl zombie in the subway, went down through the hellhole, and found themselves again in this weird place that looks... It seems very backrooms to me. Like, it's like a place that's trying to be a place, but doesn't know how. It's like blank and concrete. They make their way through, have a few flashbacks to some of these guys' memories, and there's some implications that something has been watching them and all of us for a long time. Eventually, the exterminator finishes his unnatural and mundane torture of Petrov, and then eventually the exterminator leaves. Petrov is able to escape and then link in with these guys, and they all get the hell out of there. And as they go to leave, the exit is miraculously right where they need it to be, and I don't trust it a second. So, just saying it here, I said it to Alex before we started, we might still be in the hole, guys, not sure. But so, we exit, our vehicles have been vandalized, we elect, and not only have they been vandalized, but these strange rocks, which we now know are some type of green scale, are in the vehicles, planted there, presumably by the exterminator. We elect to use our handy-dandy corrupt cop to boost us a spare vehicle, and we head off to a motel. We get a gift pack, or a care package from our handler. He gives us the address for this what do we call him? The guy who kills bugs.
Exterminator.
Exterminator. Yes. We get an address. Don't know if that's going to work out. But we end right as basically Petrov's like, I'm going to go take a shower. And the last thing we ended on was Petrov going in and like getting ready to take a shower. He's got vomit all over him. He's been absolutely physically and mentally wrecked. And I believe the last thing we ended on was a slow zoom in of like in his pocket of one of these little scales had been in him. And I now realize we had a fucking Geiger counter the whole time. We could have scanned before we got out of there.
Alex nods emphatically.
Yeah, you
man.
could. And we didn't do it. But here we are. We're all
Yeah.
in this hotel, and I'm sure nothing bad's gonna happen now.
You know, and I think that's an appropriate time for everyone to give me a power roll times 5.
Excellent.
Oh,
Forgot we had to roll dice.
We're right into it.
I just need to know who failed.
Okay.
Failure from Petrov.
Failure from Ted.
Okay.
Okay. I've got my backup dice.
Roy passes.
Fail. And Roy passes. Great. I'll take half.
88. I mean, it's got to be a fail.
Oh, crit fail.
Nice.
Not only a fail.
Nice.
That's a super bad fail.
Okay. So just
Love
to have
this
an
game.
understanding of what everyone's doing, you're currently in the shower, Agent Omar. Everyone else, you're just lounging around in the motel room, taking inventory.
I mean, I'm not trying to metagame, but I think it would be well. Let me try to get back in the hit. Someone else go first.
Ted's,
you guys?
Ted's
Unless you
probably
wanna
lounging on the couch, just like kicking chill after a long day because this is the first time he's gotten to rest and recover since he was called to a fire scene and then these shenanigans and then getting sucked into the basement. So he's just lounging on the couch.
Okay, and then O'Leary, what are you up to? You're probably exhausted.
I think
Got a nap in.
the way that O'Leary kind of
Drugs.
winds down is maybe he cleans his guns.
Okay.
So maybe he's like disassembling Old Trusty and Ursula, and oiling them down. If he's got everything in his backpack. We're gonna say he's got gun oil in his backpack.
He's using olive oil.
Olive oil, yeah, there you go.
Oddly.
Italian.
Yeah, and Roy,
Okay.
I think is doing something similar. He'll take off the hazmat suit, but make sure all his equipment's still functioning and everything. And I was gonna say he'd be taking the Geiger counter out, and I wasn't gonna be mitigating, but
No, that's fine by me.
I think Roy would be kind of put out as well. Maybe not he'd be a little razzled, thinking that he might have lost Petrov just like he lost his other idol.
You don't even remember his name.
He doesn't even remember his name.
I remember he was cool. That's all I remember.
All right.
Jack.
Now that I have a good understanding of where everyone is, let's zoom in on Agent Omar, because you're currently showering right now. You're looking at this motel. You're looking at the shower tiles.
It's one of those scenes where he's just he's not really showering. He's just standing in the water.
You're letting the
looking
water
down at his
wash
feet.
down on you, right?
It's
And
been
you're
a
looking
hard
down at your feet, right, as the water slowly drains down this metal grate. But as you stare deeply and intently at the ground, those white tiles, they become that lifeless concrete. That drain becomes a grate. It reminds you so much of the concrete walls of the Hellhole. You're back there again. In fact, you're tied to that chair. You feel this pit in your stomach, and you're looking down, and your intestines, they're just spilling out like fat eels. Why don't you give me a sand roll?
Ugh.
That scene from Akira.
I was thinking Annihilation.
Ooh, I know. Yeah, that one. All right, let's get a sanity check. 28 under 60. I assume this is unnatural.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you take a D4 for that? Just because this is really
A
traumatic.
D4 for a pass. Excellent
Yikes.
news.
Wow.
You've been tortured all night.
Fair.
Okay.
By Alex.
Bye, Alex. 2.
Okay, great. Are you past the breaking point?
Nope, I'm gonna deflect that though.
Sounds great. Who is the subject of your deflection?
You know what? I did recently come upon a bunch of new bonds. But I'm not gonna hit those quite yet. I think this one really is. I think it's probably gonna go on his granddaughter Kira. I think that when he goes home, he told her he was gonna be going to do a consult on a sick lizard.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be as accessible emotionally when he gets home. He's been through a lot.
This is one sick lizard.
The lizard is so sick. Okay, so Alex, I rolled a 4. So
Alright.
is that? So
You
that's
just lose the 4
Okay.
off the bond.
Okay.
Yeah.
All 4.
Mm-hmm.
God damn,
Yeah.
that hurts. And 4 willpower as well.
Yeah.
Oof.
Rough.
And you're not going to recover any willpower because you're not resting tonight.
Excellent news.
So, as you're staring down at your mutilated body, there's just more screams of torture, of anguish in the distance. It leads you to believe, how many other people are down here? And because you lost that sanity, I would say those of you outside the motel room, you hear a thump as someone drops onto the floor of the shower.
Ted'll look at Roy, like, that you?
Oh no, that's. Let me go check on Agent Omar to make sure he's okay. And I'll
Shower
open the-
door is locked or unlocked. How paranoid are you, Petrov?
I think he would have left it unlocked. I
Okay.
mean, these are his guys, right?
Then
he's
it's
not-
unlocked. Shower with the boys. Then you would see as you open that door, kind of like what Omar saw himself when he saw Simon Gao shivering on the
Yeah.
floor of the shower, and he's
Uh.
just in this fugue state.
We got a man
not
down.
doing
I need
well.
help in here. Agent Nathan and O'Leary. And I'll kind of go.
O'Leary's still cleaning his guns. He's got earbuds in. He's listening to Freebird on full blast.
And-
he's just like,
And we're gonna get to that crit fail on the power roll now. Because you're listening to Freebird, right? You're thinking about shooting your guns, enacting justice, and you start to almost visualize yourself walking into a crowded mall. Everyone here has the face of your ex-wife.
Marla.
You fucking hate her. You hate Marla. And in
Yeah,
this visualization,
intensely.
right, you start opening fire on everyone with her face.
wow.
So why don't you give me a sanity roll for that?
Okay.
She's got your credit card and she's spending all your money.
They're
I just
all
feel this
spending your money.
hatred.
I imagine it's like the crescendo of the guitar solo. And he just unloads.
Yep.
Let's remember, this guy is not a good dude. Okay. Roll insanity.
I'm thinking of it. There
What
was a
gave it away?
firefight scene from Boondock Saints, except it's a mall.
All right. That rolled onto the floor, but it's an. Oh wait.
Pass. You gain sand. No.
Critical pass.
I think it's a 91 on the tens die. I rolled a 10. So yeah, that's a 91, right?
On the tens die, you rolled a 10. So yeah,
That's
that's
a
a 90.
0.
If you roll,
So that's a 9.
Mm-hmm.
all right, so you pass. So are you talking about the percentile die? That's the one with the double digits.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so if you rolled a 10, then that's a 19. Or wait, what?
He did he rolled a
confused.
9. He rolled a 9.
Oh, he rolled a 9. All right,
A
so
double zero
That's a
and a 9.
pass. It's just one, and you're just shooting people.
Okay.
Freebird's
Shooting
playing.
people.
Anticlimactic, but them's what the dice roll.
Yeah, still take one.
All right. 1. Yep. Got it.
And it gives us an insight of who you are. Okay, well,
Real piece of shit.
oh boy.
I imagine he's like it's like he starts feverishly like cleaning the pieces.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
Opal's just,
Yeah, Ted would have
tries to
jumped
drag
up.
him out of the water. Onto
Ted
the
would be
toilet or
helping,
something.
trying to get him in. I don't know. Can Ted look at him, be like, "What the hell's
Yeah,
wrong with this
Petrov,
guy?"
you're just like shivering. You got the 1,000-yard stare. You don't know if these hallucinations, this psychosis, if it's ever gonna stop until you stop whatever is in that hellhole.
and of that I'm sure.
Roy, what? Have you seen this before? What the hell is this? What's going on?
Well, I'm not really a doctor. I'll like look. Is his eyes open? Can I open his eyes? I'll like tap him on the face some.
He looks like he is almost suffering from shock.
Was Ted at the house
Non-responsive.
with the mayor or the?
No,
Okay.
No.
that was. I don't know about this Agent Nathan. This kind of looks similar to some fellers we saw that came in contact with that hellhole earlier. Petrov,
Okay.
wake up! Keep slapping him.
And you're responsive. You become responsive.
It was, and there's a moment where he's like maybe he comes to and like grips you because he's like what? Hey, Opal.
Hold on, you're out cold.
Opal.
We just got you out of the shower there.
And it's like he's like uncovered, he's naked, but he's just like just like face in hands, like elbows on knees, like just there on the toilet. It's just
What are
like,
you doing here, man? You're just a broken old man.
Yeah, he's
playing
just
superhero, secret agent.
he's like, ugh. I saw the hellhole again. I saw it. I heard other people.
Now we
we
know
have
what
to-
we
We
know
have
what
to do
this.
something.
Now let's not. We know that this has some weird effect on people. I'm not. You've been through a lot tonight. Now, I would just try to get some rest if you can. I mean, don't.
Now when Opal says that, he's like, dude. And and this is where he starts. He's like, the rocks. The rocks.
What about them?
The
We left
scales. Yeah, well, we left the card that had all of them in there.
And he's gonna start checking his shoes and shit again. He's like, because we've seen this. Like, we've seen this already.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen it have an effect on people. He's like,
Definitely.
I know. It's in. It has to be. It can't be in me. It can't be in me. And he's trying to find this fucking thing, or he's. And again, I'm not trying to meta too much.
Yeah,
but
and
it's
then you get the idea to use a Geiger counter for sure.
yeah. The scanner. Roy,
He pulls it out of his pocket, turns it
Oh,
on.
it starts ticking.
God
At
damn
this
it.
point, I'd like a luck roll from someone.
I'll do it. 41.
Okay.
Nice.
Then in that case, you would hear probably a vehicle pull up.
It's like middle of the night.
Okay.
Is Dale Cage still rocking out at this point, or can someone go
Yeah.
snatch the earbud out of his ear?
He's still doing his thing, 100%.
Just vivid imagery of just you lighting your ex-wife up.
Ted will probably
We're
go.
not as.
So fucked up.
Roy,
Right.
Roy, look after this guy. I'm gonna go. Did I take it? I heard it as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think I heard
okay.
something.
So what's everyone doing right now? Roy, you do hear the ticking of that
Well,
Geiger
I'm
counter.
gonna try to find the source of
It's
it.
in his shirt pocket.
All right,
Right.
I pull it out, and I guess I see the scale.
And if we hear that at the same time, it's like the door, and Petrov is butt ass naked.
Mhm.
Is going to, because there was a pistol dropped off
There was
in
a
that-
Glock 18.
in that box. He's gonna go for that pistol.
Okay,
And-
so you're nude, and you've got
the
your
pistol.
I love
got the
this.
switch.
And I love the idea that O'Leary is here and he sees Petrov stumble out
And still
and
just listening to
fumble for his
music.
pistol.
With the, yeah.
Ted will
Fruits
go up
hanging.
to him.
Like, he'll clock that, and he'll just, like,
Yeah.
And,
then
Agent
just, like-
Nathan, what are you doing?
Dale, it's time. Get the railgun.
All right, and you're fumbling around and you're trying to get equipped. And
I'm
it's
gonna
at
get my
this
axe.
point, yeah. Speaking of your fire axe, something whooshes through the window of this motel room,
shit.
God damn it.
and it is a firebomb. It is a Molotov cocktail,
Oh God.
and it just sets the brown ugly rug ablaze. So what are you all doing?
okay. Dale.
You should grab whatever you need to grab, or else you're gonna lose it.
Okay, axe and helmet. Helmet on.
You put your firefighter.
I put
shit
fire
on.
helmet on, and I got my axe.
Awesome.
We're out.
All right.
Ah.
We are gonna go into Dex order here. O'Leary,
Okay.
you're quickest.
O'Leary.
You still got Freebird playing. It just ended. The solo actually starts kicking in.
Nice.
Okay, here's an interesting question for you, Alex. So I
Yeah.
did say I was disassembling and putting back together my guns.
Yeah.
Do you think I actually
That's a
put them back
firearms
together? Firearms roll.
Yeah.
That is perfect.
And
okay.
let's see if you're quick enough. You've been practicing though.
He's been force gumping it just like this whole time.
I have never seen him.
It's either a 50 or a 500 under 60.
Well, let's call it a 50, and
Is
let's
that-
say that you can reassemble and field strip your weapons blindfolded.
Okay, awesome.
You have your gun
So-
assembled, yeah?
Reassembling the guns, takes the fifth of whiskey next to him, rips his shirt off, pours the fifth of whiskey on his shirt,
Yep.
ties it around his face,
thick black smoke starts to fill the room.
All right.
I think
All
that's
right.
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make an
That's
improvised
what you
fire
do.
mask.
Awesome. Up next, we've got Agent Nathan, the firefighter.
He's gonna prep. I don't know. He's gonna try and work on the fire on the rug if it's contained on the rug. What can he do?
Yeah, it's rapidly spreading. I don't know if you would have a fire extinguisher on you.
No. Is there one in the room? Motel room?
Is there one in the room? I would say that's luck roll.
That is
With
87.
a -20.
87.
Not today.
Not today. Ah!
Yeah, that would most likely be in a hallway. The fire continues to spread.
So,
Mhm.
is the door? It's like a motel, so the door goes outside, right? Or does it go into a hallway?
I would say it goes into an interior hallway.
Okay. Wait.
And then there's a window that goes outside, just like a random window. Or it came from.
It came from the window that's overlooking the street. Let's say you're on the
Gotcha.
second floor.
And then okay,
Okay, so
gotcha.
Ted like clocks. There's no fire extinguisher, but I think he's got enough awareness. Like that came through the window. I don't think we should go out the door. Out the window. Let's get
You're
out the
gonna jump
window.
Out the window.
Wait.
So
But the window's the way that we're on the second floor?
yeah.
Wait. So,
Oh, shit.
so Agent Nathan says that,
Yeah, I think he's got to say it.
and if we can talk a little bit,
Yeah, you can talk.
O'Leary's gonna be like, "They're trying to flush us out. This is a classic maneuver.
Right.
You can't go out that window. That's what they're expecting." Are there any motel room? Are there, you know how sometimes hotels have doors connecting them to other rooms?
Yeah. I would say yeah. Yeah, there's definitely one of those.
Can Dale take his shotgun? I think it was. Well, it doesn't matter the name. And just blow the lock off of the door.
Fuck yeah,
in
let's
between
do
the
it.
rooms.
You can do that on your turn.
Okay.
But definitely you can do that. So Omar, you're naked.
That's
Your
your
turn.
superpower.
And the room's on fire. Everyone's gonna have to make a con roll at the end of the entire round, but Opal's yet to go.
All right, he doesn't have any mask or anything. He's grabbed this pistol, right? And he has
Yes,
no
it is a
clothes.
Fully automatic handgun.
Oh, so this is
It's a Glock 18.
Okay. He is going to, I think he doesn't have time. So like if this were a game where we took all the time in the world to decide what we would do, he would obviously grab some clothes because then he would attract less attention, right? But he doesn't have time to
Nah.
do that.
Nope.
He's
Just
Nope.
perfect.
He's gonna grab the first fucking thing that he can, whether it's we'll say
Yeah,
he-
bed sheet.
a bed sheet. He grabs
Yep.
a bed sheet,
Okay.
and
Let's
if Dale is like getting ready to go through this door or something, and if I don't know, again, like I don't know how much of into Dale's head I am. I don't think I am. I think he's just basically going to get as far away from the fire as he can, and he's like, because again, he is also not the action guy. He's a doctor. You know, he's like, what? He's an old man, and he's had a very long night. he's like, Dale. You know,
This way.
Okay. And he's
All right,
just
so
gonna-
you're gonna follow Dale.
he's
Gotcha.
going to be ready to follow
Okay.
Dale and these guys. And I don't even think he even knows Nathan's deal yet. We haven't exactly gotten to
Yeah.
talk. I know he has a fireman's like mask, but
Right.
we don't really know Nathan at this point.
Yeah, can you trust him?
You're right. I shoot Nathan.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna be prepared to follow
Right.
Agent O'Leary. Let's talk about Agent Opal.
Agent Opal, I think this all happened pretty fast. He saw the explosion and immediately thought like kind of what the mission was, and he would look down at the scale and kind of wrap it in Petrov's clothes that were laying around around, like at least some pants or something to
Yeah.
like tie them up so he has like a layer between him and this
Sure.
object.
Right, and why don't you give me an int times 5?
Okay. That's a 10.
Oh, wonderful. So you're concentrating on this scale, and like, I need to keep this away. I need to find some way to stop it. But then you remember there was a situation where you did destroy these scales pretty easily.
Ooh, yes.
UV.
With some ultraviolet light in the clinic.
Yeah. So
true.
either a UV flashlight or sunlight, it seems to disintegrate these scales like
Okay,
nothing.
which would make sense why it's growing underground where there's no light. Okay, cool.
All right,
Noted.
so you grab up the thing and you get
And
ready
then
to just run.
I think
right?
I'm gonna head out to the door and just like see. I see everybody about to go towards this presumably locked side door, and be ready to follow, trying to
Okay.
avoid the flames.
Sounds
Flash.
great. So everyone at this point can give me a con times 5 roll. Dale, I'm gonna give you a plus 20 bonus for the mask you made for yourself.
I appreciate that.
Of course.
I had my fireman mask on. Does that
Yeah, you can add that as well.
14, so Roy passes.
Failure for Omar 94.
God Jesus. I crit failed again. That's a 99.
maybe the whiskey's just like going up.
It's like
flowing.
so high alcohol content that it just erupts in flames on his face.
Right.
Oh fuck!
Oh, on a crit fail.
Oh fuck!
I would say you're gonna take 6 temporary HP damage. So just track
Ooh.
this on the side, just
Okay.
because that's a fumble. You're gonna roll a d6, Agent Omar, and if
So,
that reaches
Omar,
your current health,
hold
you're
up.
probably gonna pass out.
Omar, you passed, didn't you? You got a 61. Oh, no, that's a fail.
Nope, I failed.
Okay.
Wait, no, I did pass.
Oh, if you pass, then you
No, no.
pass.
Wait, no, sorry, no. That's a 61. That's still.
You were
failed.
looking
My
at
bad.
mine, yeah.
Yep, I was looking at yours. Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
still
yeah,
failed.
roll a d6, and
All right.
if that goes up to your current health, you're gonna pass out.
Okay, guys, this can be bad. I have 4 hit points.
Not great.
Jeez.
So
Once you're out of the smoke, you're gonna regain all of this.
it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Is what Alex is saying.
We're in the
see.
shit.
All right, let's see. Come on, 1. 1.
That's a one.
That draw.
So you
Boy.
just basically take on these lungfuls of this smoke, right? Every single piece of like dirtied rug is now like going into your lungs through this smoke.
Jeez.
Top of the round, O'Leary, you got your shotgun ready. You're gonna start
I'm
blasting the door.
blasting through that door.
All right, you blast that door. No need to roll at all. It's a
Okay.
immobile door. It goes flying off its hinges, and just like on cue, right? The fire alarm starts blaring. Claxtons. There's the fire. It's spreading, and the sprinklers are going off, but they're mostly ineffective in
Right.
such a cheap motel you're in. So you blast open the door. You hear roll luck.
Okay. 18.
18. Okay, that room is empty.
Why? That's what I was saying. It's like, it's
Awkward.
like,
So
it's like
the
a little
door
old lady and her
blasts
dog.
open, and the door lands on the ugly brown rug of an empty motel room. You're out, and you rush in, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Agent Nathan, what are you doing?
I'm behind them. I'm tailing them
Exit's right there.
through
All right,
the...
sounds good.
Yeah, just tailing them.
Omar, you're also
As soon as
tailing.
he saw the second floor window, he's like, okay, this is a bad idea. I thought we were lower down. And
Are you going to grab anything, or you're just gonna leave it to get consumed by the flames?
I told O'Leary I needed him to get the railgun, so I'd probably try and grab that railgun on the way out.
All right, so you snatch it and then you get out of the room. What about you, Omar? You're it's struggling to breathe. You're just
Yep.
wheezing. You're coughing your lungs out.
I think like I'm
You're
just-
naked.
now. Like I've
You
got
have a
the. I
gut.
imagine like on one hand I've got like a sheet halfway pulled over my crotch,
Yep.
and on the other hand I've got a pistol, and I'm crawling towards the door, like
All right.
just like on all fours, just.
The most fucked up toga party.
Why are you caring about your dignity at this point? Like,
Yeah, you're right. Like he probably does drop the. He's just again, now
Bed
he's just
sheet.
naked again, and he's
naked and
Like, he's
afraid.
probably singed. No.
Oh hell yeah, yeah.
No?
But yeah, this
Smells like
fire
wet
it's
dog.
it's spreading. It's gonna consume the room, but you get out. Opal, anything you want to grab? You still have lab equipment in this
Yeah,
room.
I would
and
try
your
to.
hazmat suit. One or the other.
Ooh.
The lab equipment
Lab
does
equipment.
include the UV light.
I would
so-
take the lab equipment.
All right, so you scoop that up with both hands, and you just dive into the next room. And with that being said, we're gonna get out of combat order as this fire continues to spread. You hear a vehicle just peel out outside.
Holy shit, we're blown. We gotta move this
You're
operation
not
somewhere
safe
else.
Yeah. Fucking like if
anywhere.
Omar sees that he has my clothes, he'd be like, Pants, we have to go.
Hold on, before we go, we need to get rid of this scale, and then I'll try to UV it right there on the
Yeah,
spot.
you just disintegrate it. It just goes up like that.
Okay.
Okay, so as O'Leary hears tires squeal, can he like open the door of the hotel room and use Old Trusty's scope? Does Old Trusty have a scope?
No, it would be you'd be looking out the window of this motel room. You could look
Yeah.
out the window.
Well, I'm trying to peep the license plate.
It's very apparent that it's a pest control van.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Nice. All right.
Okay, so we didn't track exactly where we found where his base or where the company was because it went back to the Dorchester, which is a nod to some people if they know
The
other
Dorchester
operations.
district.
Oh, okay, not the same
Dorchester.
Dorchester.
No.
Okay.
No, not the facility.
Okay.
We can visit there after this. but-
Let's go there now.
I genuinely thought that's what you were.
We never
hitting at.
left. This game is a simulation of our home game of impossible landscapes. We never
Just
left the
four guys
Dorchester
drooling in a
as
room.
people.
So what do? You're hearing sirens in the distance. There's people gathering outside, evacuating the burning building.
That's
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Get
Get
out.
the fuck out of here.
We have to bleed in.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
In.
with the people who are like evacuating.
So for experiencing all of that and having a place of safety just firebombed, I'm gonna say that's a sanity roll against violence.
Okay.
0/1d4.
93. That's a failure.
Oh, roll the
Or
d4.
1d4.
That's a success.
6.
So I just rolled a 2.
Nice. Is that breaking point?
It is not, but it does get me my third pip.
All right, you are adapted to violence, so you are subtract 1d6 from charisma and all your bonds. So this is the part where you might get fucked up because you might lose some bonds.
So here we go. If I roll big here, I could lose the bonds with every one of you.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Yep.
Let's see
Oh,
what
and it's
happens.
delicious.
D6. Let's see. And Alex, like we're looking at roll 20. These guys can see what I'm doing here.
Mhm.
Come on.
Oh, I trust you.
Okay.
Ooh,
Not
that still
great.
hurts. That is not great. So I
But
just
not
lost
terrible.
my charisma. My charisma just went down to 5
No fucking way.
Wow.
because I had a previous damage from the acid.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're fucking disfigured.
So I don't want to
You're-
bog it down
you're-
too much, but how does that affect your bonds if you lose that much?
You subtract the same amount from.
So you
Oh,
could lose them.
Okay, so I also rolled an 8 on the initial roll, but do we then, if we succeed, do we still take sanity damage?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
You're an ice cold motherfucker. All right. So how are you evacuating the area? You've still got the stolen vehicle.
So I'm
Fuck, did he track us here?
I'm in
the
I'm in full
scale.
gear. Full gear.
Yeah.
So guys, let's go. Lead the way. So he's gonna like burst open with
Alright.
his fire axe, and he's got his helmet on. He's like, "All right, make way, make way.
yeah.
We need to get through. We need to get through here." Try and make
Alright,
space.
so
Everybody, we still
Why is
got
he getting
eyes.
away from the fire?
No, we need to go. I'm getting back up. Shut up, you. Don't ask questions. I'm the fireman.
He's from Fahrenheit 951. Whatever it's called.
Okay, if you just want to go and have the least amount of people see all of you just leave this scene of the crime, I would say that's either a stealth or a drive. Either or. Just one person roll.
I guess.
Is there any way we still have eyes on the extermination van that peeled out?
You are not in a vehicle, so at this point it's driven off.
Who's got the best drive? Someone
I've
roll
got
a
a drive.
Sean just rolled something.
Yeah, I'm leading
If you
the
get
way.
a crit on the drive, you'll know where it's going.
That's an
Well.
11.
He rolled an 11.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Okay,
Okay.
so
right,
maybe
Agent
you
Nathan.
just start shoving people out of the way, and you hop into your stolen vehicle. Everyone hops in. Are you going to follow him?
Yeah, we have to. We're
All
going
right,
after
and
him.
he
We
goes-
cannot be hunted a second longer.
Dale's out. Dale's out for blood.
I mean,
You can see the vehicle. It's parked in front of that
I mean,
subway
Opal,
station
even
again.
being the most rash or
Damn it.
not violence prone, he's like, this is a loose hair. We got to get this guy, or he'll
How
do
We're
it again.
going in.
How populated is the parking lot at this point? What
Uh,
time is
it's-
it even?
It's like 3 a.m. in the morning.
Okay, so probably sparse.
I would say there's a few cars who are parked overnight.
Okay.
We have to go. We have to end this. This is
Okay.
where he is. Did you?
If
he's on the-
you have the light.
Petrov, you're fucked up as fuck.
I'll cover the rear.
O'Leary,
I mean,
O'Leary,
ain't nothing safe down there, but
I need you to
alright.
take care of that car.
O'Leary, he's a strong man. He can handle himself. We need you on that Gus. Take him out.
And we need to get that car. We are not getting hunted again, my friends.
You can
Fool
blow up
me
his
once.
car, sure.
That's what I'm saying. Aim for
Or at
the
least
tires.
slash his tires or
Yeah,
something real
use
quick.
the gauze and shoot those fucking tires out.
here's a fun trick my uncle taught me. And he lights a rag and puts it in the gas tank.
Great.
We need
Wait,
to
we're
go
driving
in.
after a car,
No, we're there.
right?
No, you just
We're there.
made
We're
it.
there. We're there. Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
you've
we
had a
made it
hunt
to his
because of that
car.
crit.
Cut
He's
to.
back at the subway.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
I thought we were doing a chase scene. Okay.
No,
Okay. So
No, we're there.
No,
think we
I
skipped
just,
the
I just gave it to
chasing.
you because you got
Okay.
the crit.
So
But-
he's out of his car and we found his car. Okay.
I do think it is smart to blow up his van,
Yep.
which was
Yeah.
what I was trying to do.
Stun.
Yeah.
So, rag soaked in gasoline, ignite it.
Yeah,
Walk
the
away.
car, would that blow up the van? Yeah, probably.
It would set it on fire. It wouldn't blow up. It would.
Yeah, I would say the van is caught alight. It starts to burn. This might attract some attention.
Oh yeah.
We're
'Cause, you know,
going in
there's
though,
just a
so
burning
nobody
van
sees
in
us.
Subway.
Well, okay. Now that I know this, what's actually going on?
Okay.
Opal will suggest, what if we just get our friend Lee on the line? She's an engineer for the city. We collapse this whole bitch down. We don't even have to go in. We have to annihilate this whole area.
How much time will that take, Roy?
I mean, less time than going in there and plucking every scale out from the floor.
Guys, listen. Slash the tires for now. Do not set fire. We go in. We take this
I mean,
light.
it seems like
It's
Dale's
already
already
on
set
fire.
this thing on
It's
It's
fire.
like Petrov, like bad
That ship
news,
has sailed,
buddy.
Petrov.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Listen.
I respect the hell out
If
of you,
nothing
but
else, we have to get in here. We have to kill this man. He is the vector that these things are spreading for right now. We have to. We have to go in. We have to get rid of him.
There's no time.
I don't nobody blow up my hotel room without getting a proper ass kicking.
And lead the way, O'Leary.
All right. Yeah, and I'll just like rack his shotgun. And
Right. I think what's badass is when you were taking inventory of your materials and your firearms and your ammo. It turns out that Sticky, your arms dealer, has given you Dragon's Breath rounds.
Ooh.
So it's they shoot out flaming magnesium-tipped pellets.
Alex,
Mhm.
I like you. I don't trust you.
I'm rooting for you.
So you've
Dragon's breath rounds.
gotten
You said, I'm gonna
incendiary
put him
ammo.
down.
And,
Yeah, I want you to use these Dragon's Breath rounds.
And Ted's got
Alright.
the modified railgun at this point after he took it from the.
Fuck yeah.
The room.
Okay. It's only
Roy-
one guy.
Roy will begrudgingly follow them, even though he thinks he should just collapse the whole thing. So he'll pull
Roy-
out his Geiger counter and try to use that as a compass towards this.
Right.
Roy, let me
exterminator.
teach you
Towards
something real
evil.
quick.
So you've got your Geiger counter in one hand, your UV light.
Yes, I was gonna be like, you're
Oh,
gonna
we have
kill
UV
them.
light. I could just destroy all that shit.
Yeah,
down
that's
there.
what we're-
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
the what shit? That no, I never saw the mural. Never mind.
Well,
Down
you
we
could be
go.
told of the. You can share information. That's fine.
All right, this mural you told me about. We need to go in there and see if the light affects it or something. Like we need to go
There's
from
a-
inside out. He can't be behind us.
There's a crackhead in there.
Okay.
And
I just thought you should know that.
okay, noted.
It's a
Noted,
tragedy. We don't
Roy.
have time to deal with it right now.
Sort of a pandemic that ain't our purview to fix. The
right.
national
Delta
drug
Green
crisis.
cannot fix this.
Not even Delta Green can deal with the fentanyl crisis.
All right, so you rush into this abandoned subway, a subway that is so much filled with grime and cobwebs and rat shit. You can see there's a new set of footprints. They're just sprinting towards that crawl space. It's those boots.
Well, we'll go past.
Yeah, Del's taking point.
Opal is
Lead the charge.
We're gonna go past that room with the dragon thing anyway.
All right.
So.
It's a side
we'll just
room, yeah.
Pop in real quick.
Yes, and the mural is there.
Does when Petrov sees the mural, is anything? He had a bit of an interesting interaction. Does the mural summon anything from within him? Any feelings besides
Just
being
makes you feel
small?
gross.
Okay.
Yeah, and it just looks malevolent.
Well, we'll just do like, assuming that just UV just burns
Yeah,
everything.
it turns
He'll
out
just, like, go
it's just
across
it's just spray paint.
Okay.
It just
Not made
looks
of anything special.
hell of a cool. What are we doing here? This is the wrong way.
Does the fentanyl guy, does he tick?
No, he's currently in the corner of the room, kind of staring at into the corner, kind of like Blair Witch.
Okay. Well, he can stay there. That's
Just light him up.
Just leave him alone.
yeah. So Petrov's whole is taking the rear, bringing the rear up. If
And
we
you know what's
are
crazy?
leaving.
I think we're gonna let that crit fail ride on that power check earlier. O'Leary, you're looking at that person in the corner. They got the face of your dead. No, sorry, your ex-wife, not your.
God damn it.
Oh no.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So,
And you know what? Everyone's got the face of your ex-wife.
all right.
It's weird because the voices, though, they don't match. They're just
Maybe,
You're losing it, man. Give me a
maybe
roll.
Dale clocks the guy in the corner first, and he's just
Yeah.
like, Marla, what the fuck are you doing down here? And he
you
racks a
see
shotgun.
O'Leary just like
Like,
talking to the
yeah.
man in the corner.
You know this guy?
Dale.
Her name's Marla.
Dale.
She's my ex-wife.
Dale.
We got a daughter.
Dale, it's okay.
And she needs to die.
Dale, relax. And
Oh, he's monologuing.
can Ted try and like get him? Can Ted try and like persuade him?
I
talk
would
him
say
down?
that this is an insanity to roll against helplessness because you have someone who's obviously mentally not well and he's got a gun. So it's just gonna be 0/1. O'Leary, I'd like you to make a sanity roll
Yeah.
for against the unnatural
Okay.
because everyone's looking like your ex-wife now.
All right. 48.
48?
Under. Wow. 48 at 48.
All right, you succeed. So 0.
Oh, okay. Huh.
I passed the sanity.
Yeah,
So-
my sanity
okay.
points are currently at 48, and I rolled a 48.
Oh, lucky
Okay.
you.
Lucky you.
The sand loss for the seeing your partner becoming an absolute sociopathic killer. That's a 0/1.
Okay. Petrov passed.
Oh, I'm
pass.
rolling a Sandy.
No, failed.
Everybody,
He failed.
everybody's
he
rolling
failed
a
and
Sandy.
took one.
Oh,
He failed
take
and took
one.
one. Yeah.
Oh, I fucking rolled a 100.
Oh, okay. It's just one.
It's still one.
It's-
Full
Okay,
one.
okay.
Can Ted try and like stop him from from what he's about to
Yeah,
do
you can put your how.
by
Are you gonna like
persuading
touch
like
him?
go
Put
and
your hand on his shoulder.
no, I think like he realizes he's unstable, but he's gonna try and get through to him. I don't know, like persuade him like
Very
it's not
scary.
real. It's not real, Dale. Dale.
How
come
do you
back."
react to that, O'Leary?
He says, "Shut up, Gwen," and he backslaps him across the face.
Oh. Okay.
Hold on,
you
Dale.
Told you this dude was a piece of shit.
He's a bad guy.
You can give me a dodge.
Yeah.
Agent Nathan.
I think I'll try and dodge that. He fails to dodge that.
Okay,
When-
then you'll take a D4 -1 damage.
Damn.
This is his daughter, by the way.
What?
Holy
uh,
fuck! I'm taking sanity
He
damage.
rolled a 1.
He rolled a 1.
Alright. All right,
So-
1 minimum.
A 1 minimum, okay.
Opal will be like, hold on there, Dale. I mean, this guy's been down here for 2 days. If he owes you money, he'll be here when you come back up.
Wow, Marla really sounds like Agent Opal.
It's Petrov. Omar is gonna be. He's like, O'Leary, wait, you can't do this right now. We need you. O'Leary, listen to me. It's Petrov.
And you know that something's fucking with your head, O'Leary. And you just get this pulsing headache. Something's not right.
So I gotta ask you, like,
Yeah.
how far into this fiction is O'Leary? Does he literally think he's with Marla and Gwen right now?
That's
Or
up
is
to
he,
you.
Like... Okay.
Yep, I'm giving you control.
I think maybe after he smacks Agent Nathan,
Yeah.
and he says, "Shut up, Gwen," and smacks Agent Nathan, he sort of, like, freezes and goes cold and, like, starts shaking. He's like, "God damn it, I'm sorry. It's this fucking place. It's got my head all twisted."
Ted's gonna be pissed off. He's like, I fucking owe you one. Dale, you get that cheap shot. I owe you.
Later.
Get your shit in the
Ocel
game.
Ocel is falling apart. Agent Nathan, you walked into a shit show.
Yeah, you. You know what? Incel is 1,000,000 times better than Ocel.
Right.
Fuck.
Oh,
We
yeah.
gotta keep going. We gotta get out of this fucking room.
The hole. We need to go to the hole. Opal.
Through that damned crawl space.
Opal. Use the light.
Oh, that hole. Okay. And then he shows the light down.
All right, you shine the UV light into the crawl space, and it starts like you can see the embers kind of start forming as the scales disintegrate.
Oh, they're all crusted in the hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
Hold on, there's tons of them in here, and he'll like just follow behind as he sees them sort of disintegrate.
And I guess we're gonna.
We're
Petrov is pulling up the tail wherever we're going.
Do you have pants on
And,
yet, Petrov?
Yes.
I
Okay.
think this is where
Only
I'm gonna
pants.
take. I'm gonna take a page out of the Alien RPG book.
Oh yeah.
You have 4d6 to roll, Agent Opal. Every single time you roll a 6, you lose that 6.
Oh,
you
it's
lose that
battery.
D6.
Oh.
Okay.
That's the battery for your UV light.
Interesting.
Once you run out of D6s,
We're done.
You're fucked.
That's so cool.
Wait, so okay, how does that
So
work
roll
again?
4d6. Every 6 you get, you remove that die.
4d6.
Yep. And you keep rolling
Um,
until you run out of dice.
Okay. That's a 5, 4, 6.
Oh, get rid of that
1.
die.
Okay.
I
But
got
now you
3.
have 3d6
Yeah.
for the rest of that battery life.
That's how much battery you have left. That's a cool mechanic.
I know.
That is.
Like Alien, like the.
Yeah,
I
that's
know,
from the
says that.
Aliens tabletop RPG.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense.
Is that the only light we
Because that's
have?
an iconic scene where you're like, where he's
That
in
is the
little shaft.
only light you have, unless you can get creative.
I think he said, doesn't the shotgun have a light on it? Didn't have a light on it before?
Sure, we can make sure we can have that happen. There's even a battery because in that flashlight. So,
All right.
Okay.
Into the hellhole.
and you
Okay.
are going to go through the crawl space. Who's first?
Yes, Opal.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
I thought it was
the
a
flashlight, the
Yeah,
Geiger
flashlight.
counter.
Because I'm burning away the scales
Mm.
as we proceed down the hole.
Okay. Okay. I see. Is there any possible way we can cover?
I mean, we just crawl behind him.
Someone would have to crawl in front. Maybe he'd shine the
Fuck.
flashlight over the shoulder.
Okay. We should have a talk.
Yeah, what's
before
the
we go
marching
in there.
order?
Look, we have to go in. O'Leary, You go in first. Opal covers you with the light. Nathan, you behind. Me in the back. Do not fuck me here, people.
You're pretty fucked already, Petrov.
It's kind of hard to be more fucked than you already are. Gotta be honest, Petrov. You had a rough day.
And just like, I imagine like Petrov like standing outside the hole is like shaking. Like the idea of going back in here, like he is not. It's not even like a psychological thing. It's like his body is like, nope, 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 nope,
Yeah.
nope, nope.
It's been through a lot.
Physiological terror.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I mean,
Um,
this guy did just beat the shit out of Ted, but
Roy, you don't need to go first. I'll take point on this one. You just use that scientific light you got there and burn the magic away. I don't quite
Question
know.
mark.
So it's O'Leary, it's Opal, it's Nathan, and then it's Omar.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Hands and knees, or are you gonna do a squat walk?
Squawk.
I'm gonna say a squat walk.
All right. So you got
That's what
your
they do in
Spaz
Alien.
12. You got your fucking incendiary rounds loaded in. Your dragon.
it's just like Alien now. Are we playing Alien, Alex?
Wait a second.
and then
put
the
those
xenomorph comes down.
Yeah, I was like, we better not see a xenomorph.
You cross
Like
this
keep this
threshold,
handy.
and you're back. Welcome back. It's almost like you've come home.
Welcome back. Welcome back
Welcome back. Welcome
to
back.
the hellhole.
Some things are familiar, some things are quite different. It's almost like the layout's changed. But
Oh.
you still have that oppressive malevolence that is just pushing down on your shoulders. You can see that there are so many pathways to go.
That's what I
Be all
picture
of
this
them.
in my head as like an MC Escher sketch, but like in
Right.
the
Oh.
flavor of like Alex's background.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And as you get through this threshold, get through the crawl space, and you're able to stand directly up, meanwhile Opal's burning away the lights, right? You can see that there's just this hallway, this long hallway, except that every 5 feet there's like a door frame without a door,
Okay.
and it goes on for like 50 feet.
Is this whole place just like scattered with pustules of these like scales, or is there like
Uh-huh.
a cluster
Yeah.
somewhere that seems like a
It's
source?
mostly just the horrifying thought is something big is crawling through the hallways of the hellhole and
Just
just
leaving the.
Leaving
leaving
scales.
Oh god.
But the doors aren't like
there's no
organic
doors, it's just the
shapes.
door frames. Yeah,
The
it's
door
just all
frames are
They're
just-
concrete.
they're just square
yeah.
openings and
Yep.
concrete.
I mean,
square openings.
It's like someone's idea of what a door should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's some
I mean,
backroom
we've
shit,
been
man.
here
Big
before,
time.
fellas. Maybe we can find out where they kept Petrov.
This looks nothing
what would I
like
roll?
what we had before.
I know, but we gotta find it. What should I roll? What is this? A search?
Can we?
Are you
we-
going to try and navigate your way back into the heart of the hellhole?
I mean, that's presumably
Into
where we're
that
going,
great
right?
hall? Yeah. You can give me a navigate, whoever's first or leading.
Following you.
Okay. Let me see.
Or
if
can I
nav. I don't actually
maybe
have any
push it a
navigate.
little bit and say I want to look for footsteps of the
Yes,
exterminator.
you can do that.
Okay. And that would still be navigate.
Or search.
Okay.
I'll buy a search.
Okay.
Ooh.
25 under 80.
Okay,
Noise.
great. So you managed not to get too lost. And this is the point where you follow these footsteps, right? And there's these side rooms, and you're seeing people. Sorry, you're not seeing anyone. You're hearing low moans of people who you think. Your mind instantly goes to people who are trapped down here. Like, you
Agent
go into
Omar.
a room and there is just a manhole cover in the ground in the middle of the room. This room's maybe 10 by 10 feet. There's just a single manhole cover. Beyond that manhole cover, you hear just someone languishing in pain.
Jiminy crickets! Is there more folks down here?
Roy,
There's
Who's there?
Roy, we gotta
It's
come back
the-
for him. Roy,
Please, please come back. Don't
I'm
leave.
sorry. I'm sorry, we can't.
Give me a sand roll against helplessness.
Jeez. Oh
No,
no.
don't fucking leave me, please.
We have to go. Ted passes. We gotta go. There's
65
nothing.
Say-
under
Say
67.
the mission. We gotta get to the heart.
All right, pass the sand roll.
Okay, it's just zero.
success.
Success
It's-
zero.
There's a hand on your shoulder, and it's Petrov, and he's like, "They're already dead."
And here's the horrible thing, right? You hear that one voice yell out, and like a domino effect, it's like a chorus.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
man.
It's just like
prisoners in a
echoing
cell.
Everybody.
down.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
That's cool.
There's like a cinematic scene where it's like the four standing in the hallway, like looking down as we just hear screams go up.
Yeah.
Some bloodborne shit.
Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Don't leave me!
And I think that's a pretty great place to end this episode.
Oh my god!
Jeez.
Great job, Alex.
Well done.
Talk about atmospheric. Ooh.
Jesus.
Okay.
Now I feel like I'm in hell.
Oh, we found hell, guys.
Yeah.
It was. You know what it really was? It was the tortured prisoners we found away.
Along the way.
That's what it really was.